Welcome to Space Break. That today we'll be discussing the lower respiratory tract disorders. They will be discussing the lower respiratory tract disorders. Um, we're going to look at some of the disorders of the lower respiratory tract. So that is bronchitis. What is bronchitis? Bronchitis is just inflammation of the bronchi tree. The inflammation of the bronchi tree. Look at the respiratory tract. The inflammation of the bronchi tree is called bronchitis, and there are various organism which causes inflammation of various agents which causes inflammation of the bronchi. There are various agents, organisms which causes inflammation of the bronchi. The first one is microorganisms. Under microorganisms, we're talking about viruses and bacteria. Inflammation, which is caused by virus or bacteria, can result into bronchitis. Extension of inflammation from the trachea. So if you have infection of the trachea, extension of infection from the trachea. If you have any infection from the trachea, it can go to the bronchi and cause bronchitis. The other cause of bronchitis is traumatic injury. When somebody has traumatic injury, it can trigger inflammation, and also excessive exposure to cold, excessive cold air, like during this season, getting cold, expose yourself to cold air, you can end up having bronchitis. The other cause of bronchitis is smoking. Smoking, whether uh, tobacco or weed, you can end up having bronchitis. So bronchitis is also caused by smoking. The other cause of bronchitis is overexposure to industrial frames. Those who live in copper belt where there's too much exposure to sulfur, they can end up having bronchitis. So too much exposure to industrial frames, those chemicals that are produced from the industry, carbon dioxide, the sulfur dioxide, somebody can end up having bronchitis. So those are the causes of bronchitis. Types of bronchitis. There are two types of bronchitis. There are two types of bronchitis. There's acid bronchitis and chronic bronchitis. There's acid bronchitis and chronic bronchitis. Acid bronchitis and chronic bronchitis. That is acid bronchitis. Acid bronchitis is the inflammation of the bronchi tree with minimal changes in the parts affected. It's the inflammation of the bronchi tree with minimal changes in the parts affected. So the common signs and symptoms is dry cough, which may later become productive. So the cough that's dry, then later becomes productive. The chest pains as a result of the inflammation which is taking place, and the coughing is a result of the inflammation of the bronchial tree, which is uh, leading to coughing. There's also coughing up of blood-stained sputum, so it causes coughing of blood-stained sputum. There's also generalized body malaise, generalized body weakness. It's one of the causes of bronchitis. There's also dyspnea. It's one of the causes of bronchitis. Chronic bronchitis. Chronic bronchitis is the inflammation of the bronchial tree with permanent changes. The chronic inflammation of the bronchial tree with permanent changes. So the changes which are damaged are permanent. It it is of long duration, usually lasting from 6 months to 1 year. So chronic bronchitis, it lasts from 6 months to 1 year. It's just it's a chronic inflammation of the bronchial tree with permanent changes. It has a long duration of 6 to 1 year. The pathophysiology or pathology of bronchitis. Uh, Chronic bronchitis results in hypertrophy. Hypertrophy is increasing the size of a body tissue without increasing the number of cells. And hyperplasia. Hyperplasia is increasing the number of cells. That's hyperplasia. So chronic bronchitis results in hypertrophy and hyperplasia of the bronchi mucus glands following exposure. So the bronchi mucus glands, they increase in size, and also without increasing the number of cells, and also results to increasing the number of cells when they are exposed to either microorganisms, bacteria, or viruses, smoking, exposure to industrial frames, all that causes bronchitis. This leads to increase in mucus production. Ciliary damage, uh, squamous hyperplasia of the foraminopithelium. Foraminopithelium is the epithelium which underlines the respiratory tract, and chronic leukocytic and uh, lymphomocytic infiltration of the bronchial wall. Additionally, additionally affected include widespread inflammation, airway narrowing. So because of the inflammation which has taken place in the respiratory tract, the airways will be narrowed. The mucus within the airways will be narrowed, or producing the instance of small airways. Then severe ventilation perfusion is imbalance. So because of the inflammation is taking place in the respiratory tract, um, that perfusion will be affected, which means the breathing pattern will be affected. The gaseous exchange won't take place properly because uh, the lumen of the bronchi are not because of the lumen of bronchi are not. Signs and symptoms of chronic bronchitis is chronic cough due to repeated irritation. There's chronic cough due to repeated irritation. There's copious sputum. Sputum because it's affecting the glands, so which is thick and brown in color, resulting from increased production of mucus from the droplets. We say that the mucus glands are affected. There's a coughing up of blood, hemostasis, coughing up of blood due to breathing which takes place in certain parts. There's dyspnea due to constriction of the bronchioles. There will be difficulties in breathing due to constriction of the bronchioles from inflammation and presence of mucus. Because there's too much mucus and also there's too much inflammation, so there will be constriction of the, so there will be dyspnea. Chest pains due to reduced air space. There's cyanosis due to hypoxia. There's also fever due to infection. Fever due to infection. Treatment of bronchitis. We give antibiotics if it's caused by bacteria such as ampicillin. We also give anti-inflammatory drugs causes inflammation, so we need to reduce that inflammation. So we give prednisolone. We give also cough expiratory such as ammonium chloride. We give stimulation to liquid secretion, so we can allow a patient to inhale steam. Warm and well ventilated room is important to prevent coughing because it's going to irritate the airways. Like that, with plenty of fluid because of this of fluid loss. Complications of bronchitis is bronchopneumonia, that's pneumonia of the bronchi, and also chronic bronchitis, also with repeated infection of the lower respiratory tract. So they can be too much the repeated respiration of the lower respiratory tract. Self-education, avoid overexpression and feeding, avoid upper respiratory tract infection, avoid also irritating substances such as smoke and dust. And also on bronchitis, if you have any questions, you can get to me. We're going to look at bronchostasis. Bronchostasis. Bronchostasis, this refers to the chronic abdominal dilatation of the bronchi and destruction of the bronchial wall. This refers to chronic abdominal dilatation of the bronchi and destruction of the bronchi wall. Causes is microorganisms such as virus and bacteria, cystic fibrosis, obstruction by foreign body and trauma, inhalation of corrosive gas. Somebody inhales corrosive gas, it can cause the chronic abdominal dilatation of the bronchi and destruction of the bronchi wall. Predisposing factors which can cause bronchostasis is measles. Measles can cause bronchostasis. Also, chronic bronchopneumonia, chronic bronchitis, and also tuberculosis can cause bronchostasis. Pathophysiology, pathology, a chronic dilatation of bronchi often due to blockage from past infections. So, because of past infection in the respiratory tract, which is characterized by inflammation and also leukocytic accumulation. So any blockage of the respiratory tract can cause bronchitis, such as dilatation of the bronchi and destruction of the bronchi wall. Signs and symptoms: you have cough, chronic cough with large amount of purulent sputum, coughing up of blood, cramping of the fingers, loss of energy, appetite and weight, fever and sweating at times. Diagnosis: we can do a bronchoscopy. Bronchoscopy will reveal the blockage. You can do a chest X-ray. We're going to see the blockage. If you do a full blood count, discover there's an increase in the number of white blood cells. If you do a pulmonary function test, you see that the pulmonary function is affected. Treatment: physiotherapy, breathing exercise, like and also prostate drainage. Prostate drainage, so can involve the physiotherapy in the treatment. They do physiotherapy exercises. We can also do high fluid intake, 300 liters a day to help liquidify secretions. We can give antibiotics for specific infection it's caused by infection. We can also do this surgical removal of the affected part, like of the affected lobe. So you can do a lumpectomy or land. So you can do pneumoniotomy, remove of the affected uh, area. Complication: you have bronchopneumonia, copper pulmonale is just a condition which is affects the right ventricle, so to pump blood properly. There's also right side heart rate. Those are complications of pneumonia, of bronchostatic infection. Prevention: avoid upper respiratory tract infection. Okay, let's look at atelectasis. Atelectasis is another condition of the lower respiratory tract. Atelectasis is the condition of the is the condition which is incomplete expansion of the lobe or lung segment, which may result in partial or complete lung collapse. Is the condition which there is incomplete expansion of the lobe or lung segment, which may result in complete or partial lung collapse. It can be acute or chronic. Causes of atelectasis: we have obstruction of the bronchi by mucus plug, bronchostasis, also cystic fibrosis, also occlusion of foreign body is a cause, and also chronic obstructive pulmonary disease like asthma or somebody that's chronic can cause atelectasis. There's also idiopathic respiratory distress of newborn. Idiopathic means a respiratory distress in newborn. Also, oxygen toxicity: when too much exposure to oxygen toxicity. There is a pulmonary edema of the pulmonary. There's also excessive smoking, which may lead to damage of cicadas. There's inflammation of the lung disease. There's also bronchogenic carcinoma. So cancer of the bronchi can also cause atelectasis. We have also external compressions such as those resulting from upper surgical incision, rib fracture, periitis, chest pain, tight chest, chesting, and obesity. Bronchial occlusion by mucus plug, penetrating chest injury, prolonged immobility, central nervous system uh, uh, depression, overdose of anesthesia drugs can cause this. Signs and symptoms of cough, chest pain, dyspnea, pleural effusion, cyanosis, the red sign, tachycardia, low-grade fever. Diagnosis: testing where patients will repeat severe symptoms of dyspnea and pleural chest pain. So if you do this, you discover a patient who presents with the severe symptoms of dyspnea and also pleuritis chest pain. Physical examination will reveal a decrease in chest walls, movement, cyanosis. Chest X-ray will reveal lumbar collapse. Bronchoscopy may rule out neoplasms or foreign body Arterial blood analysis may detect respiratory acidosis and hypoxia. Hypoxemia. Pulse oximeter may show deterioration in sulfur level. Treatment, we do postal drainage. So we drain the postal drainage. Frequent cough and deep breathing exercise may improve the oxygenation, where you improve the physiotherapy to come and do the exercises. Bronchodilators can be given, such as Ventolin, to improve microciliary clearance and dilate the airways. Also, continuous positive airway pressure breathing therapy can be done. Also, artificial ventilation used to supply oxygen to the patient to correct hypoxia and also dyspnea can be done. Analgesics to review oxygen aspiration with sterile tracheal catheters may be facilitate removal of mucus plugs. This is where we're going to end from today. We'll continue next time. For any questions, you can contact me or call me. I'll be able to assist accordingly.